This group set, this drivetrain, works differently in 3 different scenarios. It will work differently, 3 different scenarios. Then one issue that has been solved with this drivetrain and 3 issues that have not been solved, okay? So let's start with scenario number 1. When you shift lightly, having the bike on the bike stand, adjusting the derailleur, it will work well, so. It looks like this. What has happened here? Ew. Okay, I fixed it. Probably using the adjusting button on the shifter, I went 2 clicks up. It was okay here, but then it was clicking up there and 1 click down, and now it seems to be working well. Weird thing is that yesterday it was fine and I only did about 25 miles, hard miles on the single trails, with no hitting the derailleur, no chain drop. I see it's kind of... No, it's not really well, it's lousy. It matters how it works on the bike stand, because that's where you actually adjust your derailleur using very simple and nice ways, way of setting the derailleur up and down. You need to readjust it on the trails, but it's easy, that's okay. Now, scenario number 2. When you shift, pedaling lightly, I would say up to 300 watts, it shifts really well. It does shift well. It is smooth, it is crisp, it is way slower than the AXS before and much slower than any mechanical shifters, even the Shimano Tourney. I've been testing for you also. And the third scenario is when you race. I'm looking at it as the competition transmission. Okay, GX, let's say it's kind of the entry level. X01, XX SL, extremely expensive group set, will not work very well when you really push it, and it's both when you shift up the cassette and down the cassette. So the feature of slowing down the derailleur and the derailleur having mapped the cassette still is actually not working. It's only working when you push up to 300 watts, I would say, and that's what I'm showing you here on the segment, okay? The one issue that has been solved is no chain drop during backpedaling. Was it small issue, big issue? I would say it was a big issue, because yes, in the terrain, sometimes when we slip on the rock or on the roots, we need to back off a little and then push hard, and that's where my customers, because I do have a workshop, would usually not even snap the chain. Sometimes, most often, they would break off some of the teeth on the cassette. Now, it's not happening. So yes, I must say this issue has been solved. Now, 3 issues that haven't been solved. The issue with the cables. Why it hasn't been solved? Because the cables are not the issues. You see, this is Merida 96, right? The newest and very expensive bike. I bought it. I still have 96s from 2014, 2015, still using the same cable. Sram XX01. Mucho Bambino. I love that drivetrain. It's so good drivetrain. Just that 42 sprocket is a little bit too small. Otherwise, lovely. No problems with the cables if you maintain your bike. That's easy. The issue number 2 is just what I mentioned. You see, you've got those ramps, good, but this derailleur will go smoothly through them when you don't apply a lot of power, okay? And the issue number 3 is the chain line. It is still extreme. It's actually more extreme because now you need to use, this is the wide axle, so there is additional spacer. What it does, it moves your crankset outwards. So what I was calling already extreme chain line happened to be even more extreme. And I can't say that the issue with the derailleur hangers has been solved because there is no derailleur hanger. But yes. For example, the mountain bike rider said,
"So far it's proven impressively durable and I haven't yet reached the point where even the chain needs replacing. But I've also managed to bend the mech, which I think it's fair to say we can put down to bad luck."
So on one hand there is no weak link, but on the other hand,
the derailleur cage bent. It's like the weak link.
Regards to you, fellow YouTuber. So he says that not like it's weak, but I would prefer the derailleur hanger, which cost $15 to be replaced, rather than... I guess no derailleur hanger costs that much. Those derailleurs will break off right here, and those cages will bend. You can already see on eBay those derailleurs damaged for sale. And when I'm looking at the auctions or some kind of Craigslist here in Poland, there's plenty of transmission derailleurs. Some were broken right here, some will have bent cages, but many of them will have electronics not working. So this is how it is. Just imagine both bikes from 2014, 15, 10 years old. How many times you would have to charge the battery already, update your system and so on. I did nothing with those two bikes racing on MTB marathons. So it's also less environmental friendly. I do not hate transmission. It's just interesting. It doesn't solve problems. It's expensive. Then X01 XX SL is insanely expensive, and I don't recommend my viewers buying those drivetrains. Too expensive, and just one issue with backpedaling solved. So that's it from my side. I think they will make the Eagle mechanical back, and that's what I will test. Maybe we'll use, we'll see. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.